This is an official record to all who come after us. In the year of our Lord, for April 13th. Hey, did you know this is the 1 year of this century where every day this month is 420? Just saying. Um, okay. Oh, my back hurts. I've been hunched over this too long. Okay. I'm low energy today. I don't know about you guys. It's the rain. It's the storm. Low barometric pressure. Yeah, same. So I think I got every DM. Let me look. Let me look. D&D for 4 p.m. Yes, everybody got credit for D&D. It always, like right now it says 25 out of 26 because Canvas puts in a test student. The test student did not do well. They did not show up for their group and did not get credit. I blame the test student. So that's good. Kudos to all your DMs. I got through all the right clubs. We'll talk about those tomorrow. Let's see what else. Karen's getting through the stories. I have not gotten through my batch of stories at all because I was doing other things. I did play the Stanley Parable yesterday. And then yesterday I looked up. We'll talk about Stanley tomorrow, I think, because unless this goes nowhere, we'll see. But usually you guys all want to talk about D&D. But I played it. I did not get all the endings. I looked up Stanley Parable. Let me see. Stanley Parable, all endings. Okay. All endings. I think here. Yes. So I got the red door ending. I got the blue door ending. I did not get the guitar ending. Did I get the escape pod ending? Go up the staircase, slowly enter through. No, I did not get the escape pod ending. Did I get the heaven ending? No, I did not. So there. I got the suicide ending. Did I get the too much pressure ending? No. Although I'm tempted to go do that because basically to get the too much pressure ending, you stand in the office and close the door without leaving, and that's the ending. I got the wife ending. I got the museum ending. I got the confusion ending. Did I get the happy ending? Yes. I got the countdown ending. I got the dream ending twice. I did not get the credits ending. I got the portal puzzle ending. I did not get the whiteboard ending. So I don't know. I got half the endings, but um like even those they have the failing the portal puzzle ending, but I got the portal puzzle ending. So there's another one there. So whatever. There's a lot of different endings. And I got 2 achievements. 2 out of how many achievements? Stanley Parable. Stanley. Out of 10. So I now have 6 out of 10 achievements. I do not have play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. I do not have complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes 22 seconds, but I think I can do that. Did I get the 4:30? No, I didn't. I didn't. I have now screwed up. I can't get. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. I was on a 3-year run. Now I got to wait 5 years again to get that one, and I did not get the unachievable, which is the impossible to get achievement, because it is impossible to get, which makes people crazy, because there are 10 achievements and you can only get 9 achievements because one of the achievements is impossible to get, which is why they did it. So I guess I just talked about Stanley Parable a little bit. What else? Okay, so if you go to, I have managed participants on my Zoom bar. Does everybody have something like that? Participate. One of your choices there should be raise your hand. Everybody try and raise your hand. I got a thumbs up from Jaden. I don't know if that's the same as raising your hand. I'm getting claps. But okay, there you go. Winnie got it. It's not the same as an emote, Jaden. Try the raise hand thing.
Oh. Is it not under reactions?
No, it is not. Where is it? Somebody who knows, because I can't see it.
It's under participants.
Under participants.
Yeah, it's all the way on the left.
All the way on the left.
Oh, yes. Okay, I see it.
Okay, you have raised your hand. Okay, good. Most of you can raise your hand. Now lower your hands. Everybody lower your hands. Okay. Okay. No. Do I have to lower your hand? Put your hand down. This is fun. I could just click on your little hand and lower it. Okay, so we've learned something in Zoom today. Yes, a box shows up on the chat box when you click participants. I don't know how to. Okay. See, I can't see the same thing you guys can see. I've got yes. I've got no. I've got go slower. Go faster. And then like coffee. I don't know. Time. What are those? Those are just emotes.
Away, need a break.
Clap. Thumbs up. Yeah, okay. So that's what you were doing. Okay. So you have a more button. I have a more button. That's where all the emotes are. I'm going to clear all. Look at that. I can clear all because I have special superpowers. Okay. So now that we all know how to raise hands, what I would like is someone, just one person from each group, to tell me what happened. I will unmute you and you can talk to us all and tell us the story of what happened in your D&D adventure. Anybody? Looking for a hand. No one wants to talk. Everybody knows. See, I know you know how to raise hands. Okay. Xavier, I'm unmuting you. Tell us what happened in your D&D adventure.
Okay, so basically, we were just chilling, and then suddenly a wizard fell from the ceiling, broke his neck and died, and we were blamed for it. So we had to fight off a bunch of city guards in a theater, community theater. And after that, we went into the sewers to kind of get some shelter and see if we could get any information. We got sabotaged there, but we did find out kind of what was happening, which was something to do with like giving people the ability to fly. And we basically just investigated until we found out who exactly was behind this flight potion and who set us up with the wizard.
Okay, so after the sewers, where did you go to investigate next?
Okay, so we went to the windmill.
Oh, you went straight from the sewers. So wait, after the theater,
mhm.
You went straight from the theater to the sewer?
As I recall,
Okay.
somewhere in there, we went to the monastery.
You went to a monastery.
Yeah, we were all over the place.
Okay.
We were just kind of
What was at the
exploring
monastery? I'm curious.
Well, I was a monk, so I used it to get some healing.
Okay, so you went to like your monastery.
Yeah. Actually, okay, so we went to the monastery first and then went to the sewers because we were just looking for any source of information.
Okay, did you ever go to like a crime scene, a magic shop, an inventor's workshop?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay. You and eventually, so in the sewer, who did you meet in the sewer?
There are these weird people called birds. They're kind of obsessed with gaining the ability to fly. And
Okay.
we were able to get a little bit of information out of them as to they showed us this pamphlet of someone that gave them a hit list, basically.
Okay. So
And in
Stan is
exchange, they would
saying
gain
that
this ability.
the bird people in the sewers are named Kenku. Does that ring a bell?
I never heard the name, but I'm sure that's right.
Okay, cool. So you got a hit list and you eventually ended up at a windmill? Is that true?
Yeah, so we on the pamphlet that we got from them that showed the hit list and who signed it, it said when you've completed the task, meet at the windmill. And so we figured that's where we'd get more information. Lo and behold, we ran into this shady city guard who, when we tried to, get, what's the word? We tried to capture him and question him. He used one of these flying potions to escape, and we did a little chase sequence, but we ended up capturing him.
How was it you flew? You drank a potion?
Yeah, so it's when we were in the sewers, after we got the information, we were intercepted by two cultists. And when we defeated them, they left behind some vials of this flight potion. and so we decided to take a vial each so that we could chase after the guard.
Okay. Okay, cool. And you chased after so there was like some weird chase where you were flying after a guy who was also flying.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did you get him?
Yes, we got him. It was long. He kept speeding forward.
Okay. And
Okay.
did you kill him or did you just knock him out?
We just incapacitated him so we could get information out of him, and so we
And
could fly off.
okay, and what information did you get out of him?
He told us who was behind it,
Mhm.
and that's where our quest ended.
Yeah,
When we found out.
Okay. So, okay, I'm going to move to some other group. Okay, Jared, are you a different group? Okay, I'm unmuting you, mostly because you're right next to Xavier on my Brady Bunch screen. I'm going to lower your hand, Xavier. Uh, Jared, you are not in Xavier's group. That is correct.
Nope.
Okay.
Not in his group.
What happened in your group?
Yeah, so ours was pretty different. I mean, obviously we all started in the theater.
Yeah.
And then we went to we went to our Warlocks guild house, the Zentarum, I think.
Okay.
And they gave us a newspaper with like various places we could go. So we went to the inventor's place, who was looking for assistance. And we all did really poorly trying to help him escape from the guard. So that was pretty funny. We failed like 10 intelligence checks in a row. So we were there a while. But we eventually did escape, and he gave us money, and he was like, I don't know. We didn't really learn much there.
Oh, okay. So where'd you go after the inventor's place?
We went to the I think we went to a different place's guild.
Okay.
Okay, we went straight to the shop. No, my group members are correcting me. I couldn't remember if we went to another place in between. We went straight to the crime shop on the newspaper.
Okay.
Drake Wells. And we had a encounter there with a cloak who was upstairs, and I found the hidden room in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I fought those dust creatures, which I'm pretty sure were gonna like turn me to stone or something, but luckily I dodged all that.
Okay.
They tried to breathe on. They tried to breathe on me. It was scary, man.
I think they just blind you.
Oh, okay. I was very scared of that.
Yeah.
So after a little while, we took out those, and we took down the wizard. Like the back room showed that the dude was a member of the cult. We were thinking maybe the City Watch had like turned on the cloaks,
like
it was all set up, but that wasn't the case. What I don't remember what we found on.
Don't forget Kevin. Who is Kevin?
That was the guard in front of the shop.
Okay.
We initially, Emily's character, we led him around to the back using dancing lights, but then he came in when the cloak yelled for him, and Emily and Kevin had a little bit of a moment, we'll say, in the shop. They didn't really want to hurt each other.
Okay.
There was a brewing romance. So that was a pretty.
Ooh, sultry
that was
glances.
Yeah, no, it was very funny.
Okay. Poor Kevin. And then where'd you go after the shop?
We learned it. So yeah, at that point we went to Yassine's guild house.
Okay.
Where we learned about Dreykov,
yes. Okay. His mansion.
And we went to his house, and his house was on fire when we got there.
Okay.
So that was good. And we talked to someone at the scene, and they had saw him get away on a cart.
Yeah.
And they were like, he's not going to escape the city. It's closed down. So you can probably try to find him. So I was the ranger, so I was able to track him and figure out like where we could intersect him.
Yeah.
So we got there. We got there just as he was being attacked by flying assassins. The assassins took out his guard, but we were able to take them down before they could get at Dreykov.
Okay.
And Dreykov admitted that I don't know. We thought we had enough proof with him. I don't remember all the details, unfortunately. But
Right.
we thought we had enough proof to clear our names with him, so we brought him to the City Watch, and they were like, this doesn't clear your name of killing the cloak. And we were like, great. Well, Dreykov...
Why didn't they throw you in prison? Did you have to fight your way out?
No, because we had... Yeah, Emily said he admitted that he gave them our names.
Oh.
Um,
Sorry, I am going to mute my mic. You keep talking.
He had told us that... Wait, how do we figure it out? Did the assassins... I think the assassins had something on them that told us to go to the windmill. And then we had a similar scene as the other group did, where we had gotten potions from those assassins. We used them to chase the dude out of the tower, and he had the proof on him that he had set up us as like potential dangerous people to the cults. I don't think I missed anything. Oh yeah, that was a funny moment too. Rachel rolled such a good something, just like perception, or I don't remember what the role was, but like she knew the person in her guild house from like childhood. Oh yeah, history. She got a crit on our history check, so like the dude in her guild house was like, I will do anything for you. You are my best friend, kind of thing. So that was pretty funny too.
Okay, my mic is unmuted again. Whew. Okay, so did you have a big chase scene with the guy in the windmill, or did you fight him there? You chased him?
No, we had a chase. We had the flying chase scene. Yeah.
Okay, how did you get to be able to fly?
It was the same thing. The assassins that tried to kill Dreykov had potions on them, so
Okay.
the four of us used the 4 potions.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Can I hear from a different group? Is there one of the other groups? There are 5, so we've got 2 out of 5. Young Cheng, I am unmuting you. Tell me about what happened in yours. Yes.
Okay, so we started at the theater also, and we had a pretty long fight over there because we were trying, like I was a wizard, and I was always trying to dodge in the room and try to shoot my missiles to the general, but because I actually paid a run to shot at the general, like come to us, but the general just turned his face to red, something like that. Okay, so after the theater, I think we went to a rest, and after the rest, sorry, I don't actually remember the full like sequence over there, but we did go to the inventory shop, inventor's shop, and the magic shop, and we also went to the sewers. And because we had discussed too long in the sewer, so we found that the assassins were actually a different side of the little girl. So we found that there's a little girl in the sewer, and we found in the sewer that because after we beat the assassins, we talked to the little girl because we saved the little girl from the assassins. We know that Kankus. I think that's the name.
Kenku's is correct. Yes.
Yeah, like in this whole game, we know like we gather some pieces from everywhere. We know the plot is like there are three parties. One party is City Watch and the Brotherhood, and one party is the cultist, and one party is the little girl. And the little girl and the Kanku, they want to get the ability to fly again.
Mhm.
And the cultists use them to like bring something. They use the Kankus. And the head of the cultism is the man in the windmill. Yeah, spy. Yeah. They use
Yeah.
to spy others. The head is the guy on the windmill, and we just fly because we knew that that was a tall building. We just fly to the like very top of the building
Mhm.
and had a air fight over there. Yeah, that's a very.
And did you catch him, or did he get away?
We killed him, and we got some message. We got a letter.
Okay. Oh, decapitated Su Yi. Was Su Yi in your group?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, the whole adventure was funny.
That was pretty funny adventure.
Okay. Okay, can we get one more? Did anybody else? I'm muting you, Young Cheng. Thank you. Okay, Zach. I see a hand up here. I'm unmuting you. I'm trying to unmute you.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so our group went very differently, and it sounds like some of the others did.
Okay.
So what our class were basically, our party was me as the Dark Elf Rogue, we had the Ranger, we had the Barbarian, and we had the Monk.
Okay.
And oh boy. Instead of basically escaping from the theater, we just kind of like killed pretty much all the guards and left.
Mm-hmm.
And then
how many guards were there?
Or all of the ones that
There were like
we only killed the ones that got to us. There was like I think 4.
Okay. Okay, because they have a range of how many guards there can be, depending on if it's a more powerful or less powerful group. And so I left when I DM'd it. I left the full number of guards because I figured if you have too few guards, players might be tempted to stay and fight the guards. And I really wanted them to run and be, the whole idea is that you're fugitives, right? So if you kill all these city guards, well, then even if you clear your name, you're guilty of killing all these cops, right?
Yeah, we were mostly surrounded by the guards, and Ranger got stuck in melee range with someone because they went the opposite direction that the rest of the party decided to go.
Okay.
And they were sitting there. I was sitting at 1 health. They were sitting low, and we were just trying to like fight the guards off so that we could get them to like get our party members out alive instead of leaving someone dead.
Right. Okay.
And there was a bunch of guards on the other side shooting crossbow bolts at us. So
let me also just check. You said you had the Ranger, the Monk, the Rogue, and who was the fourth?
The Barbarian.
Barbarian. So you had no real magic and all combat.
Yep.
That's interesting, and that also kind of dictates how you're going to approach problems.
Yeah,
you're not going to kind of cast spells to charm your way out of things. You've really, the only healing you have is whatever potions everybody has. Okay, so So you killed everybody at the theater, and where'd you go first?
Then we went hid among the Zentrum, and then we decided to go to the assassins, or not the assassins, the inventors' place.
Okay.
And with that one, when we tried to do our
It's intelligence
perceptions
checks.
and perception checks to help him find his stuff, and the intelligence to try to build the thing, all of us had super bad wisdom and intelligence rolls.
You're all idiots.
Yeah,
Well,
so
this one
we actually broke the machine more when we tried to help, to the point where we were after the guy finished collecting his notes, he wouldn't let us touch the machine.
Okay.
So we basically just murdered all the guards before he could complete the machine.
Okay.
And then he, like, horrified that we just, like, murdered 6 guards and the commander, just, like, gave us our money and told us to go away. I tried to get him to let me ride on the flying machine, but he refused.
Okay, so where, if he just was like, get out, you're killing everybody, he didn't give you any clues as to where to go next?
We did get a name out of him. I forget exactly what it was. I did write it down in the Roll20 thing.
Okay, would it be Drekov?
I think it was Drekov, yes.
Okay. Okay, so did you go to Drekov's mansion?
No, we were actually going to finish tonight because that took the entire 4 hours.
Oh, because it's all fights.
Because we all just sat there doing combat, and some of the people were newer, so it took some getting used to how to do the whole system.
Okay. Well, okay. Keep playing. You're eventually, you'll kill everything.
Eventually, yeah.
Essentially, because that's what you're designed to do. Essentially, nobody picked any of the intelligence or wisdom characters.
I mean, my character has the charisma. I was on our way to the inventors. We were almost caught, but because I was playing the rogue, I had the whole false identity thing, and I just charisma checked my way out of everything. And I was Lord Oven Erisdroth, and I and the rest of the party were my servants, and the guard better get out of my way and stop bothering me.
Okay.
It was great.
Well, I'm sorry I'm going to spoil things for you, but I told you last week I would spoil things today. So if we look, by the way, you should all, I posted in assignments the link to buy this adventure. It's $4. Go buy it so you can read it by tomorrow. It is like 50 pages long, but a lot of that is kind of filler and pictures. So like there's all sorts of, there's maps and pictures that you don't have to really worry about. I want you to look at this. This is kind of the story breakdown of the adventure. Let me also get this up. So you all start off at the theater, right? Hey, I've got annotations. And you should be getting I can't do it. The newspaper here gets you a choice of the magic shop that the wizard has been killed and it's a crime scene. The inventor's workshop where the inventor is making a flying machine. The third absolutely no one in any of the groups went to, including either of the DMs groups or the group that I played with before I ran this. So nobody goes to Troglodyte Square. So it might as well just be two choices here, because Troglodyte Square, if you go back to, let's see, where's the, no, that's the raid report. Here, if we look at the newspaper, the thing about Troglodyte Square, man falls into sky. Locals in Troglodyte Square were left horrified yesterday after a man fell screaming into the sky. The unnamed man was crossing the square in broad daylight when the incident occurred, and his fate remains uncertain. That seems, well, okay, what does that have to do with anything, right? I guess you could, oh, Ben says his group went to Troglodyte Square. We thought to go there after, like, essentially, if we ran into dead ends everywhere, we would be like, well, let's go there, check it out. I don't know. But the this one is the clue to the workshop. And this one, which is the biggest of the three, gets you to the it has the most interesting headline. I don't know what's wrong with people. Well, so most people seem to go to the magic shop just because it's the headline and it's the biggest story. Then going to the workshops also seems, well, both of these seem kind of nebulous. Why go to the workshop? Well, it really depends on, the wizard who's killed while he's about to give you a job or while he's accusing you of being part of the cult. He's picked up and dropped, which would go towards Man Falls into Sky or Master the Power of Flight, right? So it really depends on if your DM describes it so that you get the idea that he's being killed by a flying person. But I want to go back up to the clue tree. So I noticed a number of you went, I don't know why that keeps happening, went here and then here, right? And then here. Although people go to the inventor because pay and danger. Yeah, I would say maybe. And yeah, Man Falls into Sky is a far better headline. Yes, it is. Nobody seems to go there. I don't know why. So the idea here is that you get to pick one of these, right? And maybe part of the reason why it took so long for your group, Zach, is you did two of them in the first, in basically Act 2, right? So if, where's letters? Does that? No. Here. No, I want to go here. If this is Act 1, this is Act 2, Act 3, and Act 4, right? The instructions are actually, close that there. now I'm back here. Okay. The instructions are actually that in Act 2, you pick one of them. And so, for instance, my group went to the workshop first, and then they wanted to go to the inventor's workshop the very next thing. But I said, okay, go there. They went there, and the inventor's workshop was in flames, and there was a bucket brigade trying to put out the fire, and the entire block was cordoned off by cops, and they were trying to stay out of sight of the cops and not get in a fight. So they left it. But because that they had gone to the magic shop, they also had the clue that why did that happen? Can I just delete that? No. Go back here. They had the clue that would get them there. So they went from the magic shop to the sewers where they found the Kenku. The funny thing is, when I was a player on this, I did exactly what you did, Zach. We went to the magic shop, then we went to the inventor's workshop, and then we went to the mansion. And we never saw the Kenku. The mansion gets you the guy in the cart getting attacked by assassins. I for time's sake, I did not have the assassins attack the Kenku, which is in the adventure. I just didn't think we had time to do it. We were already running late. I wanted to get them to the windmill. So the Kenku gave them the hit list, and from the hit list, they said, oh, well, let's go to the windmill. They went to the windmill. But because I hadn't had the assassins there, they didn't have fly potions. They didn't have the wingsuits. So they started at the base of the windmill and basically fought their way up to the top with no way to fly. So when they got to the top, the bad guy was setting fire to the evidence. They put out the fire, and the bad guy jumped out the window and flew away. But because they didn't have any potions, they didn't have the wingsuits on. I said by the time they put the wingsuits on, the guy would be long gone, and so we didn't do the chase. I basically said the bad guy gets away, but you have enough evidence to clear your name. Which, okay, that's a medium win, right? So you didn't go to the shop, only the theater and the workshop. I thought somebody went to both the inventor's workshop and the magic store. So somebody did. Okay, Jared did. Okay. So, and honestly, that's what we did, because my DM was like, oh, you whatever. I don't know why he did it, because it says in the instructions, whichever one they go to, that's the only one that's open for them, and get them on to Act 3 as quickly as possible. So basically, and really, these aren't, I guess these are acts. They're really scenes, 4 scenes to put together a story. I want you to read the adventure for tomorrow, because you will find a whole bunch of backstory that you have no idea. Like Xavier, a lot, like the whole opening was like, I don't know, we were chilling, and then this wizard dropped out of the sky and he was dead, and they blamed us for it. Okay. The amount of, I didn't get the theater there. I didn't get why you were if you were even going to see the wizard beforehand. So, and that's no reflection on you, Xavier. It's more what makes an impression on you in the story rather than what doesn't. So I can see maybe your DM did the whole description. The setup is you're there to meet this wizard. He's going to give you a job. He starts giving you the job and accuses you of being cultists. And then he is assassinated by the cultists and you are blamed for it. Right. So none of that came through for Xavier. And either the DM just was like, okay, this guy, you're talking to him and he dies. Or Xavier just didn't find any of that compelling enough to even bother remembering. Right. Yeah. So either way, it doesn't matter. I can totally see you not picking up on any of that. Was it there? No, I don't know. Well, okay. So, yet things like Kevin, right? Kevin, his love, or at least his attraction, and his eventual disappointment or demise. I'm not sure. How did Kevin make out? Did he live?
He was knocked unconscious.
He was knocked unconscious. Okay. So, poor Kevin. Emily says Kevin was the true main character. She knocked him unconscious, as you do. When we were at the workshop, I was the half-orc paladin, and I don't know, the DM let one of the other players wanted to play a tiefling sorceress, so she did. He was playing fast and loose. So while more smarter people, like the sorceress was all charisma and I was all strength. So basically the other two people were smarter than we were. So they were working on the flying machine and we were holding the guards off at the door. And we did this whole routine where she was getting dressed and I was yelling about who's at the door. Is that another boyfriend of yours? If it's another boyfriend, I'll kill him. Rah, 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 rah. And the guards are like, no, this is serious. And I'm like, that's what her last boyfriend said. Rah. So I was having all sorts of fun with that. And in many cases, the silly stuff that just comes out around the table or around the Zoom meeting is more compelling than what's written in there. So, so we're going to write our own adventures this week. Due Monday, I'll take you through it. And just one of the things, you're not going to have this kind of room because it's got to be 6 pages or less. And in 6 pages, you can't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different scenes, right? You can get 3 scenes, okay? But you can do a lot in 3 scenes. So start thinking about your setup, your complication, and your resolution. and how that's going to work in a Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Okay, and we will pick that up tomorrow. Are the adventures group based or individualized? No, it's individual. You are all going to write your own D&D adventure. There's no group. The only group work was playing D&D. Now and that means that Karen and I have to read 50 of these, which I'm excited. You are going to write it on your own. It's 6 pages of text. Maps and pictures don't count towards your page limit. So if you want to make 3 maps or 5 maps or however many maps, that's great. I will go through the assignment most of class tomorrow. Okay, but start thinking about what you'll write, and we'll pick that up tomorrow. It's 4:53. I'll talk about some Stanley tomorrow, and also the reading quiz is up. Don't forget to do the reading. We got to get back to Glassner. There's a whole bunch of transmedia because I'm getting scared about getting you guys all read. Once we're done with D&D, we go straight into ARGs, and that's the rest of the class. But I am excited. I found somebody had put together a purely online ARG that is usually in the real world. So we're all going to play an ARG next week. Wow, it's only Monday. Okay. Quiz 3 open until midnight tonight. It should be open till Quiz 3. This is last week's. Is open till midnight tonight. Just in case you haven't done it. Okay? Go do it. Because people begged and pleaded, and we are nice people. Okay. So see you all tomorrow. Go read the adventure. Yay. Wash your hands. Bye.